The Intermediate Plateau is where the majority of skiers end up. Skiers who can get around the blue and red runs easily enough, but then that becomes pretty much it. People plateau and sadly miss out on the joys of more advanced skiing. So if you've cracked your parallel skiing and you want to get even better, stick around for 5 minutes and this video is going to lay out 3 ways that you can start breaking free of the dreaded intermediate skiing plateau. Before we do, first let's have a quick recap on good parallel skiing basics. The goal is to make parallel turns, steering and edging the skis together in order to control your speed and control where you're going. Also, to be able to balance on the outer ski when turning and to have good skiing posture which is not leaning back. Then, to add up and down body movement to make for a smoother ride. And finally, to have a pole plant for good upper body management. So once you have these things in order, it's time to have some fun. As you build confidence on your skis, here are 3 ways that you can get even better. Number 1 is you can go faster while still maintaining control. Number 2 is to take on steeper slopes. And number 3 is to be able to turn more quickly. Number 1 is to go faster. As you speed up, adapt your skiing posture to be more athletic. Flex your posture, drive your shins into the fronts of your boots and keep your hands and torso projecting forwards and down the hill. This will keep you balanced in the middle of your skis, allowing you to maintain control as you speed up. When skiing faster, aim to keep your speed consistent. This means not gradually speeding up more and more throughout your run. In order to achieve this, just finish your turns further around the clock face. Make round turns instead of cutting the corners and going straight. And don't forget that you're on public slopes and you must always maintain control so that you can avoid hurting anyone else. Number 2 is to take on steeper slopes. When taking on steeper slopes, the main challenge for intermediate skiers is to remain balanced over the downhill ski. It might feel like leaning down the hill over your bottom ski is going to be the accelerator button, but actually, leaning down the hill over your bottom ski puts your weight over your braking ski where you need it most. So balancing your body weight over your downhill ski gives you good brakes. Balancing your body weight over your upper ski gives you crappy brakes. So a great little tip to make sure that your posture is appropriate for steeper terrain is at the end of the turn when you're going across the hill is to align your shoulders so that they are parallel with the angle of the slope. That way you're going to avoid the common mistake of leaning into the hill and balancing over your upper ski, and you're going to get your weight and control over the downhill ski where you need it in order to have control on steeper slopes. So another way of breaking out of the intermediate skiing plateau is to learn how to turn more quickly. This is fun and useful for loads of reasons, like when you're in a crowded slope and you want to stay in your corridor and be able to react more quickly. It's also useful when there are bumps and mounds in the snow that you want to turn around. So if you want to learn to turn more quickly, it's time to add an extra layer to your improving technique. Rotational separation is basically the geeky term for turning your legs separately to turning your upper body. If you can use your legs to steer the skis separately from the upper body, it becomes easier to turn more quickly. You can also think of this as facing your upper body down the hill whilst you're making your turns. This gets really fun really quickly, so you might also want to check out our other video which goes into more detail on shorter turns. So if you're a parallel skier and you're looking to break out of the dreaded intermediate skiing plateau, have a crack at those 3 ways that you can continue to get better and check out the further videos for more specific details. But in the meantime, have fun, take it easy, and don't lean back.